And go. Dominaria spoiler hype Commander Deck video number. Well, this is going to be the only one. So we're on to the cards for Dominaria United, the Commander cards. So let's start off. Now these cards will also include the 20 cards that are going to be the box topper, that are the reimagined legends. So we're gonna start off with Ramirez de Pietro Pillager. Two blue, a black, blue and a black, and two colorless for a 4/3 legendary human pirate. When Ramirez de Pietro Pillager enters the battlefield, you lose 2 life and create 2 treasure tokens. Whenever one or more pirates you control deal combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. Pirate Commander, anyone? Hoo-ha! Next up is Torwaki the Younger. 1 black, 1 red, and 3 for a 3/3 legendary human archer with reach and lifelink. If another source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +1 to that permanent or player instead. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Torwaki the Younger deals 2 damage to any target. Mind you, he's lifelink, so if he deals damage, you gain life. Hoo-ha. Excuse me. Next up is Jasmine Boreal of the 7. 1 green, 1 white, and 1 for a 2/4 legendary human druid that has tap to add 1 green and 1 white. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells with no abilities. Creatures you control with no abilities can't be blocked by creatures with abilities. A card that cares about vanilla creatures. That also can be very useful, especially for dealing with tokens. Hoo-ha. Next up are going to be the 3 commanders. First up is Jarrod Carthalian. Wuburg, also known as white, blue, black, red, and green, for a 5 loyalty legendary planeswalker Jarrod. +1 loyalty, create a 3/3 Kavu creature token with trample that's all colors. Choose up -3 loyalty is choose up to 2 target creatures. For each of them, put a number of +1/+1 counters that is on it equal to the number of colors it is. Hoo-ha. He creates creatures that are all colors. So you first turn you put them out. Let's finish them off first. -6 loyalty, return all multicolor. -6 loyalty, return multicolor card from your graveyard to your hand. If that card was all colors, draw a card and create 2 treasure tokens. Jarrod Carthalian can be your commander. He is a beast. He creates protection for himself It's a 3/3 trample creature, and then he can choose 2 creatures that you can put +1/+1 counters on them equal to the number of colors that they are. So if you're playing, and with him, you want to play some multicolored stuff. So if you're playing a lot of multicolored, you're getting a beefy thing. I mean, if you put them out and you start off and you put the Kavu out, and then the next turn that Kavu can become an 8/8 trample. Yikes. Next up is Dihada, Binder of Wills. Red, white, black, and a colorless for a 5 loyalty legendary planeswalker Dihada. +2 loyalty. Up to 1 target legendary creature gains vigilance, lifelink, and indestructible till your next turn. Hoo-haw! -3 loyalty. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put any number of target legendary cards from among them into your hand and the rest in your graveyard. Create a treasure token for each card put into your graveyard this way. So if you don't have legendary creatures that you draw, you get a bunch of treasure tokens. Hoo-ha! -11 loyalty. Gain control of all non-land permanents until end of turn. Untap them, they gain haste until end of turn. Dihada, Binder of Wills, can be your commander. What, did she borrow an ability from Nicol Bolas? Because that's exactly what Nicol Bolas Dragon God's ultimate is. Hoo-haw. She's just wicked. And finally is Savitri Dragon Master. Now, if those of you who don't know, Savitri was one of the original legends from the Legends set. This was the card spoken of in the Rosewater spoilers that said that they were going to get a Planeswalker as one of the box toppers. So it's 1 blue, 1 black, 2 colorless for a 4 loyalty legendary Planeswalker Savitri. For +1 loyalty, until your next turn, creatures can attack you or Planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays 2 life for each of those creatures. Well, there's a way to protect stuff. -3 loyalty. Search your library for a dragon card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Well, that's interesting. You don't find a lot of dragon stuff in blue and black, but hoo-ha! And -7 loyalty. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. Yahoo! And Savitri Dragon Master can be your commander. Now, mind you, I have gone over some of these in previous videos before, but that's when they were listed in the regular spoiler section before they created their own section. So I'm going to go over them again just for either for those of you that don't remember, or for those of you that haven't are in here just for the commander spoilers. because there are a lot of people that are just in here for the EDH play. Commander play is the most popular play style of Magic the Gathering right now, at least. And this is Stang Echo Warrior for 1 red, 1 green, 2 colors. He's a 3/4 legendary human warrior. Whenever Stang Echo Warrior attacks, a create Stang Twin, a legendary 3/4 red and green human warrior creature token. It enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. For each aura and equipment attached to Stang, create a token that's a copy of it attached to Stang Twin. Sacrifice all tokens created this way at the beginning of the next end step. So this guy basically is an exact copy of Stang when he attacks, with all the equipment and auras attached to him. Hoo-ha! Excellent, excellent, excellent. General Marholt Elsdragon. 1 red, 1 green, and 2 colorless for a 4/4 legendary elf warrior. As whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn for each creature blocking it. I'd like to see Lure make a comeback. This dude can get out of hand. Put trample on this dude and he gets really out of hand. And he gets +3/+3 for each creature that blocks him. Hoo-ha. And here's Jarrod Mercenary. 1 white, 1 blue, and 1 for a 3/3 legendary creature cat mercenary. Whenever Jarrod or another legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay a green mana. If you do, create a 2/2 green cat warrior creature token with Forest Walk. Yahoo! I mean, there's a reason to play multiple colors. You don't see Forest Walk hardly anymore either. Any of the land walks. The next up is Ramsay's Assassin Lord. 1 blue, 1 black, and 2 colorless for a legendary creature, human assassin. It's a 4/4 with Death Touch. Other assassins you control get +1/+1. Whenever a player loses the game, if they were attacked this turn by an assassin you controlled, you win the game. So in other words, this is a commander theme. So if you're playing with 4 players and you kill off a player, you basically win, and the match is over with. All the other players lose. Next up is Hazion, Shaper of Sand. 1 red, 1 green, 1 white for a 3/3 legendary human warrior with Desert Walk. It says you may play desert lands from your graveyard. Whenever a desert enters the battlefield under your control, create 2 red, green, and white sand warrior creature tokens. Well, there's certainly, there's a way to create, type of things around, desert lands. So, hoo-ha. Next up is Rogak, Rogak Carekeep Overlord. 1 black, 1 red, 3 colorless. For a legendary kobold warrior, other kobolds you control get +2/+2. Whenever you cast a kobold spell, you may pay 2 colorless. If you do, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Whenever you cast a dragon spell, create a 0/1 kobold creature token named Kobolds of Carekeep. He's a 4/4 kobold warrior. So, and kobolds are generally 0/1s, and they cost 0 or even 1. So your kobolds are all 2/3s now at least. And there are several. There's one kobold that gives all your kobolds a bunch of abilities. So this dude is your kobold king. Well, I'm at 16 minutes, so I'm gonna have to make another video. So I will be back shortly to make another video, and we will see you shortly.